Maria, here we are.
Yes.
We just met.
I know. How cool is that?
We just met randomly in Eastland because that's what we like to do on a Monday.
On a Monday. I was supposed to go to Chadstone, but there we go. God must have decided today was the day I was going to meet you.
And you came up to me, why?
Because you're the member here.
Yeah, but you didn't know that. You just saw I had my
saw
name
your
on my
t-shirt.
jumper. Yeah, my jumper.
And it said MP.
Yeah. But what do you want to tell me?
I want to tell you that I've got pancreatic cancer. And nobody is a patron for pancreatic cancer. And we need help to fund research. Because most people that get pancreatic cancer, by the time they get it, they've only got 6 months or a year to live. And only 10% make it to 5 years.
Right.
And there's a lot of Australians that have got pancreatic cancer. More between 4,500 and 4,800 of us Aussies get it. And it's not a very nice cancer to get. And there's nobody, because everybody dies before they can become a patron. So what I'm looking for is to raise, I've set myself a goal to raise $1 million for pancreatic cancer research. So my motto is, hands up for pancreatic cancer research. And I'm setting up a page on the Pancare Cancer Research site so that people can donate. I put in my first 500 and I bought something off a man on Facebook and it was $550, and when I told him I was doing it, he gave me $50 back and he said, you put it in. And I said, nah, you do it so that you can get your tax deduction. He goes, nah, I'm not worried about it. He said, you're going to make the $1 million. So I'm here to see if maybe you can help me reach that fantastic goal. Maybe I can make 5. That'd be even better.
Well, I thought this
might save somebody's life. Maybe not mine, but somewhere down the track it might save somebody.
It's always hard when I meet people because you never know quite how I can help. But certainly by giving you this platform.
Yeah.
But then I was immediately intrigued by who you are because we've just met.
That's right.
Fast friends. Fast friends. Where were you born?
My parents escaped Yugoslavia and did not like that regime of communism. So in the middle of the night, they skipped the border and arrived in Italy in 1957 and were taken to a refugee camp and lived in a refugee camp for 2 years, and I was born in that refugee camp.
What was the name of the camp?
Latina. It was in Latina.
Latina.
And I was born in the hospital in Latina. So they took my mum from the refugee camp to the hospital. She gave birth and she went back. And from there they came to Australia because they were needing people to work in Australia. And my dad signed up and Australia brought them here and we lived in Sydney. And so I was 9 months old, so I'm an Aussie through and through.
What did your dad do? My
dad was a fitter and turner. His dad was actually a blacksmith, and when they came to the refugee camp, he learnt to be a fitter and turner. They trained him there, and that's how he got his trip to Australia. And when he came to Australia, he realised that if he worked on a building site, he'd get more money, so he became a brickie and eventually became a builder, and he was building units along Brighton and Vaucluse. Unfortunately, he's passed away now. But my mum is still alive. She's 89. She was only 89 on the 17th of June. And she loves Australia. She went to Croatia a few years ago, but when she came home, she said, I wanted to get down and kiss the tarmac at Sydney Airport when I got home, because I might have been born in Croatia, but Australia is my home. So I want to support Aussies, and there's a lot of people that have donated to a lot of charities, and I know that. MND was a big one, and I'm giving out my condolences to Mr. Danaher's family, and he raised great funds. But there's only 2,700 Aussies that get MND. There's nearly 5,000 Aussies that get pancreatic cancer. So I'm appealing to people, please, I could be your mother, your sister, it could be your dad, it could be anybody, your son, and it is a life sentence. Most people die within a year, only 10% make it to 5.
You mentioned mothers and sisters.
Yes.
You're a mother?
I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother of 6. I have 3 beautiful children with wonderful partners. I'm very lucky that I have a supportive family, but I have seen so many people that are getting cancer treatment that have nobody. You know,
Tell me-
they have nobody.
Tell me about what your kids do without giving away their privacy, but they're healthy, they're well.
They're healthy. I have a son that is a builder. I have a daughter that works in HR. She's in Melbourne. And I have a daughter that is head of maths in a high school.
Great.
Australia has been good to our family.
And grandchildren? You were telling me about one grandchild a little time ago. You got one, we don't have to say her name, but she's going to come down and spend a bit of time with you?
She's taken this year off from doing cybersecurity at university at UTS in Sydney, and she comes and visits me every fortnight. And she's going to come and live with me for 2 months and do a jewellery making course in Fairfield Polytechnic College. So
good on
I'm
her.
very lucky.
That'll be nice, right?
It would be. And it's lovely for me to have her here and for us to spend time together.
What's one of your favourite memories of all your working life? Any job? Anything that sort of comes to mind?
After I left the bank and after I retired, for my 65th birthday, I went to Nelson's Bay. My niece owns a house there, and my whole family went. And I was in a cafe, sitting somewhere, and an ex-staff member recognised my voice and came up and said to me, "Are you that Maria Comodina?" She goes, "You remember me?" And then she told my family what a fabulous manager I was.
Isn't that lovely?
And that was lovely. And that was I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe her. I'd met somebody, and I'd worked with her 20 years prior. So that was good.
Sometimes we don't realise the influence we're having on others, do we?
No, we don't. And so maybe that's why I'm as crazy as I am, and I've set myself this goal. But it gives me something to look forward to, and I always think if I've helped one person in my life has been worth living.
Who did you take after, your mother or your father?
My mother.
Why?
She's a goer. She's 89. She can still dig her garden. She goes to butcher every day. She's social. She loves people, loves a chat.
What's one of the best decisions you ever made?
The best decision I ever made?
One of them.
One? Getting divorced.
Okay. Usually it's getting married or having
No.
children, but yours is getting divorced.
I thank my
love
ex-husband for my 3 wonderful children.
Yeah.
But we are better friends, and I've gone to live a good life. I've had wonderful people, wonderful partners. I met the love of my life at 64, and now I have pancreatic cancer. I'm at peace if I go.
When did you find out you had pancreatic cancer? Because there's quite a story to this.
Last year my partner said, next year we should travel, get as many trips in as we can before we get too sick.
Or too old.
And too old.
And had you been overseas prior to that?
Oh yeah,
other
we've
than-
travelled.
You have
We've travelled
travelled
the whole time we've been together. Mm-hmm. And so we booked a trip to Italy and France, and we had 5 trips booked. So for this year it was Italy and France. Come back, go to Papua New Guinea. Come back, go to New Zealand. Come back, do the 5 stands. Come back, do Egypt and Jordan. All booked and paid for. It was going to be the year of travel. I went to Italy, landed in Rome, was not well. I thought I'd eaten something that disagreed with me. Had 3 days in Rome, got to see the Vatican, went to Siena, was getting more and more tired, more and more unwell. Had 1 day in Florence, went to see the Basilica, and I wanted to see the statue of David, so we went to the Uffizi Gallery. And then by lunchtime, I just did not feel so crash hot. And my partner said, "Oh, just rest, we'll do the rest tomorrow. We've got 3 days here." But when we got up in the morning, and he looked at me and he goes, "Oh my God, you are yellow. You are bright yellow. Your eyes are yellow. We have to go." Went to a doctor. They sent me straight to the hospital, emergency department. And they were fantastic in Italy. We have reciprocal arrangements with Italy. So all they wanted was my Medicare and my passport. And they put me into hospital, and by the time they'd done a scan, I had gallstones. But they'd done a scan and I found out I've got pancreatic cancer.
And when did you tell your children?
I told my children straight away. I actually said to my partner, if I've got pancreatic cancer, I know what this is. My ex-husband's family has it in their lineage. And both my daughters have the BRCA gene. And so, unfortunately, one daughter has already had cancer, breast cancer. And in women, it manifests, the BRCA2 is, for women, breast and ovarian. For men, it's breast and pancreatic cancer. And so I've seen what pancreatic cancer can do and how devastating it is. And so when they did the scan and 2 doctors came and were on either side of the bed, I thought, this is not good. And they said to me, you have gallstones, but we have to tell you have pancreatic cancer. You have to have treatment. Do you want it here in Italy or are you going to go home? And I said, I can't stay here. I have to go home. And so they said to me, where do you live? I said, Melbourne. And they said, excellent. You have to go to Peter Mac straight away. We get you fit. 3 weeks it took them to get me fit. And I came home. I was well for 2 days and unfortunately took a turn for the worst. In Italy, they fitted a bile stent. And when I got to Royal Melbourne, they found out I had a duodenum blockage. And so I had to have a duodenum stent fitted. But while I was in Italy, they also took a duodenum swab, and I brought that home with me. I thought I was going to be on TV because they said, do you have anything to declare? And I had it in this envelope. And anyway, the doctors at Royal Melbourne and Peter Mac said, that's amazing that you've got that, because that saves us going in and doing anything that might spread anything. And so I'm on the research for immunotherapy with that's been sent to the Garvan Institute as part of research so that they can find more ways to help people, but they target that particular cancer, but it takes months. So I'm 3 months into a 6-month course of chemo. And then if this works and the cancer is, I find out next month if it's working, I'm then up for, hopefully, Whipple surgery, where they take out the pancreas and the duodenum and they attach your stomach to your small intestine. It's a 14 to 18 hour operation. And the doctor said to me, the surgeon at Royal Melbourne said, if you think having open heart surgery is bad, this is worse.
Right.
So there is a chance I may survive. There is a chance I may not have it. I don't know. I'm just taking one step at a time, but in that time I want to raise as much money as possible to help other people, because it's devastating to think that there are things overseas that can get access. Germany, and not everybody has the opportunity or the funds to be able to go.
Tell me about your children. What are the? Give me a list of the things you're most proud. One thing for each of the children, your children.
That they've gone on and become good, upstanding citizens, good family people, raising their kids well. They've all got their heads screwed on right. I helped them buy their houses. I went into debt and gave them money to help them buy their houses, and they are all doing well. They're all doing well, for their age. They're plodding along like everybody. They've all got home loans. That's life. We all had home loans. But they are, when I look at them, I realise they are the one good thing that I have done in my life, and I'm proud of them.
What advice would you have to the younger Maria?
You can't go back and change your life. Everything that has happened in my life there's been one door that's closed, another has opened. It's taught me something. It's made me the person I am.
So let me put it a different way then. What advice would you give to young people?
Young people?
Your grandchildren. If there's one bit of advice you could impart upon them that you think would be useful if they listened.
If they listened. Well, I like my dad's motto, try and treat people the way you want to be treated. 99% of the time it works. There's always going to be the 1% that aren't going to be nice, but that's life. And try and live a good life. Enjoy, embrace every opportunity that comes along. Speak to people. They call me Mrs. Have a Chat.
Mrs. Have a Chat.
Mrs. Have a Chat. But I always say to my kids, you know what, you don't know everything. When you talk to people, you learn something. You will always learn something that you never thought of. I've learnt more from people that I've talked to, and I think, wow, that was amazing. I never thought of that. So I'm always amazed by how much our experiences make us who we are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Favourite number?
My favourite number? Number 1, the day I was born.
Favourite colour?
A red.
Red? Why red? Goes faster,
I
obviously.
don't know, it goes faster. On a motorbike, it used to go faster.
Coke or Fanta?
Coke.
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 Ice cream or ice pole?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream, real ice cream, like the $12 one, not the ice confection.
Strawberry milk or chocolate milk?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Seems like a sweet tooth's coming
Well,
around.
actually, I didn't have a sweet tooth, but while I've lost 15 kilos since I've had cancer, and the doctor said, eat anything you like. We don't care. It can be sugar, sweets, anything, just to put some weight back on.
Holden or Ford?
Between the two, it'd have to be a Holden.
Holden.
Yeah.
Great.
Ford is a fraud, my daughter used to tell me. A Ford is a fraud.
Steamed dim sim or fried?
I did Asian cooking for a year. I'm a very good cook. So, depends who cooks it. Both are beautiful. Just depends.
I love that answer. Your favourite movie of all time?
The one with Mel Gibson where he is doing the one with his... Oh, I've forgotten the name.
Braveheart.
Braveheart. I love that
I knew that's where you were going. That sense of rebellion.
It's just... Yep, that's it.
It's an amazing piece of work, isn't it?
I am a little bit of a rebel.
Apocalypto is also quite unbelievable.
Yeah, but yeah, Braveheart I could watch again and again and again. But my favourite movie right now, actually I like Hugh Jackman, is I'm watching The Sheep Detective.
Right, okay.
And it's very cute.
Favourite song?
Favourite
Of
song?
all time, there's so many to choose
Oh, I Will Survive.
from. Love that.
When I got divorced, I used to play that. In the olden days, remember we had CDs you put in the thing? It was on repeat in my car to make me realise that I would survive and I would be fine.
You are
And
thriving.
I am.
You are. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Yep.
Maria.
Fantastic.
Stay well.
I will.
Fight the fight.
I will fight the fight.
And I look forward to speaking to you and keeping in touch. 'Cause
Excellent. We will. We'll have to do a follow-up.
It's been beautiful to meet you today.
Yeah.
And thank you for letting me take you into my office with Jag.
Yeah, not dressed properly, but that's all good.
This is how we dress.
That's it.
This is dressing up for me. Lovely to meet you.
Fantastic. Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Thank
likewise.
you.
Pleasure. Anytime.